What is up, guys? So I did a V4 here, and I thought the holds were pretty bad. But the thing about this climb that made it not too bad was that they weren't really spread out. Like, the holds were pretty bad, but they weren't spread out. That hold that I just got with my left was awkward. I had to kind of wrap my hands around it, and same with the one right above. But the last 3 holds that I go to here, I didn't find too bad. Like I said, not really any big moves, and I get the V4. And this is a V5 that the start is awkward because it's like an overcling, and the holds are like underclings, so that makes it awkward. And I think with this one, it's really important that you get your feet right, because the holds are weird, like I said. So if you could just use your feet to balance. But I think this was a solid V5. I don't think it was a super hard one, but it definitely was not a soft one. That was awkward. Some of the footholds I thought were kind of scary, but overall it wasn't too bad. That hold I struggled. I put my feet in the wrong spot at first. That's why I had to readjust. And then I do a pull into that, and that holds pretty good. The last couple holds are easier than most of the climb, I'd say. And then once I'm on that, it's pretty much game over.
And this was me doing the same climb. I'd say everything he said was pretty accurate, and it was pretty hard. I'd say you do definitely need to get your feet right, but I did slip a few times with my feet. One of the holds are very bad. I'll show you. That hold was pretty bad. This was the one that's pretty bad. Then the next hold is basically a jug. Very good hold, the next one. But everything else is easy from here. And same climb. Keep your feet on. Make sure you're in a strong position to use those jugs or pinches or whatever they can be. But yeah, the last few holds were pretty good. This was me doing that same 4, and the holds are very close together, so that made it easy, but the holds are not very good. So there was probably one good hold on this entire climb, but since they were all close together and you got good footholds, it wasn't very hard. Just kind of a straightforward climb and just some bad holds, basically. That was about it for this climb. And yeah, me again on a different orange 5. This one has pretty bad holds. You have to go sideways a bunch. It's a little confusing. I wouldn't assume you get this first try. It's pretty confusing, and the holds are decent. This one I almost flashed, but the end part pretty much scared me. And you're pretty high up on here, so it's kind of scary. And the holds are not very bad. You have good footholds, but you do slip a few times. And pretty straightforward from this spot. But this part right here is pretty scary, I'd say. Gotta get your feet in the right spot. It's gotta be in the right spot. Then you just reach for it. But that was pretty scary because I was pretty high up.
This one is a V5 where I thought I found myself jumping around a lot. The start, it's you're pretty spread out, and then the holds are good. It's just with how much I was jumping, it was you couldn't just grab onto them and use feet. I had to jump around, but there weren't too many bad holds, just awkward moves, I'd say. Here, I think I doubled up on this one. No, I doubled up and then jumped. And then from here, this jump I found hard because you have to move sideways and up. but I do get it, and that's a V5.
This is my V4 green one. It goes pretty overhanged, and the holds are basically just jugs the entire way. The holds are very good. Some of them are like tiny jugs, so it's like almost a crimp. And it's decently scary, I could say, because I mean you're pretty high up, leaning backwards. I mean, I think that's pretty scary. Last move, all of it's decently easy. There's like one crimp in there, and then the rest are jugs. So holds are easy, tiny bit far reaches. Then it's just a scary climb in general. That's probably the hardest part about this kind, is how scary they tried to make it. So you like wouldn't, so it would take you a few tries. But yeah. And this is me on a V5 that I actually this is a new one that I got. And I was pretty happy about it because the holds at the top are very bad, but let's stay where I am now. So the holds now are jugs and you're just overhanging, they're far reaches. I am decently small, so it's hard to get those reaches. My feet come off a few times. And then when I get to that one, with my left, I double up on it. It's a very bad hold, I would say. It's just like a giant like pinch, I guess, for some people. And then some people I have heard, they said this hold that I just went for my left with is very bad, but I think it's good. And then on that hold, there's a tiny little like crimp on it, top of it, and then that hold, the second to last one, very well done, and very good hold.